The United States enters a nuclear war. How will they fight? If World War III ever happens in the future, it might be worse than anything we've ever known. America, with its big role on the world stage, would likely be right in the middle of it all. Our world would change entirely, things would get bad, nuclear weapons would come into play. But how will the United States handle a nuclear war? Number 1. How would the US be involved? America has always been a major player on the world stage. With its strong military, big economy, and involvement in international organizations, it often steps in when there are big problems. Whether it's peace treaties, trade deals, or military alliances, like NATO, the US is deeply connected with many countries. If a big conflict like World War III starts, America's ties with these nations might pull it into the fight. There are places in the world where tension is always high. Think of regions like the South China Sea, the Korean Peninsula, or the borders of Russia and Eastern Europe. The US has interests or allies in many of these areas. If something goes wrong in one of these hotspots, like an unexpected attack or a small conflict that grows bigger, America could get involved to protect its interests or friends. It's not just about guns and soldiers. Sometimes it's about resources. Oil, rare minerals, and even water are things countries sometimes fight over. America, with its big industries and high energy needs, relies on these resources. If there's a future where these things become even harder to get, and countries start fighting over them, the US might join the fight to keep its supplies safe. Weapons US has, and how they will be used. Number 2. The nuclear triad. The backbone of America's nuclear deterrence is the triad that consists of a number of weapons. ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles, the first line of defense. ICBMs are land-based nuclear missiles capable of reaching targets across continents. These missiles serve as a critical component of a nation's nuclear deterrence strategy, providing a rapid and long-range means of delivering nuclear payloads. By dispersing ICBMs across various geographic locations, a country aims to deter potential adversaries from launching a first strike attack, as destroying all these missiles in one blow becomes exceedingly difficult. SLBMs, submarine-launched ballistic missiles, silent and submerged deterrence. Submarine-launched ballistic missiles, SLBMs, are nuclear-armed missiles deployed on submarines. This underwater component of the nuclear triad offers a unique advantage by providing a stealthy and difficult-to-detect platform for launching nuclear strikes. Submarines equipped with SLBMs can operate covertly in oceans, increasing the resilience of a nation's nuclear arsenal. The ability to launch a retaliatory strike from beneath the waves enhances deterrence, as any potential aggressor must consider the risk of a devastating counterattack. Strategic bombers, flexible and visible deterrence. Strategic bombers are aircraft specially designed to carry delivered nuclear bombs or missiles to distant targets. This aerial component of the nuclear triad offers flexibility in terms of target selection and timing. Unlike ICBMs and SLBMs, strategic bombers are visible and can be recalled or redirected after takeoff. This visibility adds an element of communication to deterrence, as the potential aggressor is made aware of a nation's readiness to respond with nuclear force. Number 3. Tactical nuclear weapons. These are smaller, short-range weapons designed for use on the battlefield rather than strategic targets. They are meant to deter or respond to a limited nuclear attack without escalating to full-scale nuclear war. Number 4. Missile defense systems. Missile defense systems act as a shield, designed to detect, intercept, and destroy incoming missiles before they reach their intended targets. The importance of these systems has grown with the proliferation of missile technology worldwide. Ground-based mid-course defense, GMD. Positioned mainly in the US, the GMD system uses ground-based interceptor missiles to eliminate incoming ballistic missiles during their mid-course flight phase. These interceptors are placed in silos and are on alert around the clock. When activated, they use onboard sensors and ground-based radars to lock onto and neutralize the threat. Terminal High Altitude Area Defense, TOD. TOD is a more mobile system designed to intercept short, medium, and intermediate-range ballistic missiles during their terminal descent phase. Its advanced radar system and ability to be rapidly deployed make it invaluable for defending against unexpected or sudden missile threats. Number 5. Advanced communication systems. In a world where information is power, the ability to communicate swiftly, securely, and without interruption is vital for a nation's defense, especially during potential nuclear conflicts. The U.S. has a vast network of ground-based communication systems, including hardened command centers designed to survive a nuclear blast. These centers are connected via underground cables, satellite links, and other redundant systems to ensure continuity of communication. Airborne command posts, also known as doomsday planes. Aircraft like the E-4B Advanced Airborne Command Post are designed to stay airborne for extended periods. In the event of a catastrophic ground attack, these planes can assume the role of a mobile command center, ensuring the U.S. government remains functional. Satellites play a pivotal role in secure communications, providing real-time data and connectivity across vast distances. The U.S. military's constellation of communication satellites ensures that ships, planes, ground forces, and command centers remain in constant contact. The U.S. Navy's fleet of E-6 Mercury aircraft serves the TACAMO, Take Charge and Move Out mission. Their role is to relay orders to the submarine fleet, ensuring that even in the event of a surprise attack, the country's nuclear deterrence remains intact. These planes maintain very low frequency (VLF) and extremely low frequency (ELF) communication links that can penetrate ocean depths, ensuring submarines remain reachable. Number 6. Deterrence and second strike capability. Deterrence is a foundational principle in the world of nuclear strategy. It operates on a simple yet terrifying premise. If you attack me, the retaliation will be so devastating that any initial advantage you hope to gain will be nullified. This ensures a balance of terror, where nations are discouraged from launching a first strike, knowing that they cannot prevent a catastrophic counterattack. The United States, like other nuclear powers, invests heavily in its second strike capability. This capability includes deploying ballistic missile submarines, which remain hidden and undetected in the world's oceans, ready to launch their missiles even if the rest of the nation's defenses are obliterated. By ensuring that they can always retaliate, the U.S. sends a clear message to potential adversaries. A nuclear attack is not just unwinnable, it's unthinkable. Number 7. Limiting collateral damage. In the grim calculus of nuclear warfare, considerations about minimizing harm to civilians and the environment take on critical importance. The development and deployment of precision-guided munitions is a testament to this effort. These advanced weapons aim to limit destruction to their intended military targets, reducing the chances of civilian casualties. Moreover, the concept of low-yield nuclear weapons emerged as a way to achieve military objectives without the wide-area devastation and long-term environmental impacts associated with larger bombs. However, it's crucial to understand that even limited nuclear use is fraught with danger. Low yield doesn't mean low risk. The detonation of even a single nuclear weapon could cause significant casualties and might escalate a conflict, drawing in other nations and risking a more extensive nuclear exchange. The emphasis always remains on avoiding the use of these weapons in the first place, as the risks and consequences are profoundly significant and far-reaching. Number 8. Command and control. The chain of command. At the very top of the chain when it comes to making big decisions about nuclear weapons is the U.S. President. Only the President can say yes or no to using these powerful weapons. They carry a special briefcase, often called the nuclear football, which has everything needed to get the order. If there's ever a moment where the U.S. thinks about using nuclear weapons, it starts with the President. Communication is key. It's super important that the President can talk to military leaders and other officials all the time, especially during a crisis. The U.S. has special communication systems that are safe from attacks or hackers. This way, even if there's a big problem or something goes wrong, the President can still give orders and get information from everywhere. Sometimes things can happen that mean the President can't make a decision. Maybe they're hurt or can't be reached. In that case, there's a list of other people who can step in. This list, called the line of succession, starts with the Vice President, then goes to the Speaker of the House, and so on. This system makes sure there's always someone in charge, no matter what. Number 9. Diplomatic de-escalation. The art of diplomacy often acts as the first and last line of defense in preventing or ending large-scale conflicts. As tensions rise, it's crucial to have seasoned diplomats and negotiators who can navigate the turbulent waters of international relations. Keeping the lines of communication open can be a lifesaver. In several historical instances, Back-channel communications, secret meetings, or third-party intermediaries have played pivotal roles in preventing minor incidents from exploding into full-blown wars. During the Cuban Missile Crisis, for instance, it was the ability of both American and Soviet leaders to communicate and understand the stakes that prevented a nuclear confrontation. Additionally, diplomacy is not just about preventing the start of conflicts, but also about winding them down. Negotiating ceasefires, peace agreements, or even just temporary pauses can provide breathing room, allowing nations to step back from the brink and reevaluate their positions. Conclusion: a world nobody wants to see. The devastating power of nuclear weapons cannot be understated. The memories of Hiroshima and Nagasaki serve as stark reminders of the human cost of such weaponry. In the modern age, where the arsenals of superpowers have grown exponentially more potent, a full-scale nuclear war would spell disaster not just for the warring parties, but for the entire world. Beyond the immediate casualties, the environmental impact, the collapse of global systems, and the subsequent nuclear winter could push humanity to the brink of extinction. Hence, while nations prepare defensively, the ultimate goal should always be the prevention of such conflicts. No matter the disagreements or tensions, the world community must remember that in the realm of nuclear warfare, the cost of victory is too high. Every effort should be made to promote understanding, dialogue, and cooperation, ensuring a future where nations can coexist in peace and mutual respect. Do not forget to like, comment, and share if you enjoyed this video. Tell us about your thoughts in the comments section below, and for more videos, subscribe to our channel.